Hey guys, what is up? This is Cody, or xCodeh. How's it going today? Hopefully everybody watching this video is having yourself a snazzy day. Let me know in the comments down below where you're watching the video from, inside or outside of the United States. I always love to know. Today's video is one of the only times I've been caught in the act. There was countless times, where I was doing something where I almost got caught. It was so close, buzzer beater finish, but somehow, some way, I would manage to get away with it. I would manage to just barely get away. But like anything in life, if you push your luck too much, it'll run out one day. So this story took place my sophomore year of high school, so I was about 14 or 15 years old. And this was a time where the means of acquiring money were very difficult. Too young to get a job. Me and all my friends were smoking weed, so we were too lazy to be entrepreneurs and find some way to hustle. I should say legally hustle, because what I ended up doing back then is flipping cigarettes and weed in order to fuel my own habits. Now, not suggesting any of you guys do this out there, but I would go to the gas station and wait for this one dude who would always buy me cigarettes. I'd go there with $6 and get a really cheap, shitty pack of cigarettes that was okay, but nobody really liked them, but they were cheap. So I'd spend like $6 to $6.50 on that. Go to school, sell 10 of them for $1 each, then go back to this gas station at the end of the day with the same person, get a pack of the cigarettes that I actually wanted. Listen. Now with the weed, I was a little bit more of a scumbag about it, but hey, listen, dude, times were tough. I used to take an eighth to school every single day in different bags all grammed out, in this sweatshirt that had a hole in the back of it. I used to go into school reeking like weed. It's a miracle, a fucking miracle that I never got arrested, but I guess the teachers just let it slide or something, or couldn't figure out exactly who it was. But my main mission every single day was just to make it to lunch, because that's when I knew I could get rid of all the weed, get my money, and everything was all right. Because I'd end up, listen, I said the scumbag part because I would go there with 0.8 in every gram, and the other half gram I put 0.4. Listen, cut off the top, have a little extra at the end of the day on top of the money that I profited. Listen, it wasn't always like that, but I'm not gonna lie, probably the majority. But hey, listen, nobody ever really knew, all right? Nobody ever called me out, so I was like, shit, why not just keep doing it? But listen, definitely a scumbag move on my part. But like I said, I would wait until lunch, and that was where it was like home free, because what I would do is, how lunch was set up in my school was 3 different like time periods. You were only assigned one of those, but because I was trying to make money, and that's basically like one of the main reasons I even went to school, was to just sell the weed so I could keep smoking. Pretty sad, I know, but it is what it is. I would skip that class and a half, because it would end up being one class and then half of the next one. I would skip that every day almost. And my school was kind of cool and gave you the option of pretty much eating wherever you wanted. And there's benches along the whole library wall, so people would go there and eat their lunches kind of away from the cafeteria, because shit was pretty loud. There's a lot of kids in my school. I think 1,600 in my class. So what I would do every single lunch wave 1 through 3, is I would just lap the school, make sure I go by the library. Every single time the lunch wave, switches up, there's new people there, just go, hey, to everybody. I had no filter. I had no like, oh, maybe I shouldn't ask this person because they'll tell on me or something. I would ask anybody. Hey dude, you need any weed? Bro, you need any weed? I got you. You want a gram? You want some weed? The worst responses I would get was from like the kind of nerdy kids, like, no, I don't fucking do that. Get the fuck out of here. Like, their kid legitimately mad. It was fucking hilarious. To be fair, I was probably pretty annoying. I would be there every single day, like, hey dude, you need weed? I'd ask the same people because I just didn't even care in my mind. I was in hustle mode. And how it would work when the person would be like, yeah, dude, I want a gram. Yeah, all sketchy. They'd stand up like, oh, and I'd be like, no, let's go to the bathroom, dude. I'd go in one stall, they'd go in the stall next to me. I'd hand them the weed underneath the stall, they'd hand me the money. It was quite the organized crime that I had going on here. At one point, I even bumped it up a level, brought the mafia to the 2nd tier. I had my friend also going with bagged up weed, selling for me. We'd both come together with the profits at the end of the day. It was bliss, all right? It was bliss. I was using my high school for a drug market. It was fantastic. So here is where the cookie crumbled. The luck ran out. So this day was especially fucked. I know I rambled on and gave you guys a tutorial on how to sell drugs at school. Don't do that, for the record. Please don't. Listen, I promise you, it's a one-way ticket of getting arrested, getting put on probation. You're gonna smoke weed on probation because you're already selling drugs at school in the first place. So you already have that mentality of I don't give a fuck. So you're not gonna give a fuck on probation, get stuck in the probation loop. Either way, just don't fucking do it. Trust me, man. I was so lucky to get away with it. G.I. Joe PSA over. This day was especially fucked because I was strolling into school after like skipping half the day. I had just bought an eighth of weed and I was gonna go do the 1-2 shebang before the buses came at the end of the day because I had been texting this one dude that I had sold a gram to every single day for months. $20 every day for months. It was one of the everyday customers. Some would say a gold mine. $20 a day? It's fucking lit. Especially when I'm like 15, dude. It was something else. And I would actually give this guy a gram because he'd come every day, most of the time. I was in panic and anxiety mode because I was in a race against time because I had to do everything before the buses got there, before he got on the bus. But there is a major problem. I had one bag of weed and an empty bag next to it. All the weed was in one bag and I needed to put a gram into this other bag. So I rushed into the school, the bell's ringing. All the kids are coming out of their classes, going to the bus area. Everybody's lining up. The buses are starting to roll in. As I'm running in there, the situation is not optimal. I can tell you that for one thing. I'm rushing in. I go right into the bathroom. Normally I would wait until there's nobody in the bathroom, but considering the bell's already rang, it's the end of the day. Kids always go in there at the end of the day right before they get on the bus. There's like 3 or 4 people in there. There's a person next to me in the stall and I'm sitting in the stall like, oh fuck, I gotta do this really quick. Fuck it. I grab the bud out of my pocket. I fucking got the bag crinkling out here. And now I gotta say, listen dude, I gotta say, the plug that I got this bud from, just great. All right, just great. I swear sometimes bud I get from the dispensary doesn't smell as strong as some of this stuff used to, dude. Maybe my nose wasn't attuned to the smell of weed at this point, but damn, that shit reeked. Maybe it was the atmosphere, the sticky piss smelling floor bathroom I was in, and this just incredible aroma of dank just dispersing that smell and replacing it with the best smell ever. It had to have been that, probably, of why it smelled so good. But either way, I'm sitting there fumbling this bag around, doing it as fast as I can, trying to eyeball this gram out, and the person next to me in the stall bangs on the side of the wall. He's like, hey, what the fuck is that smell? I can't tell if it's a teacher, if it's a senior. The dude sounds old. Sounds like an old head who had been in this situation before. I can't express to you. My heart felt like it was at the bottom of my feet. Like just everything just drops. Oh shit, and I'm fucking freaking out, dropping little bits of weed all over the place. I was trying to be slow with the crinkle, the slow crinkle game, but at the same time rushing because everything's going on all at once. Now I got this hall monitor Joe next to me freaking the fuck out. I don't know if he's gonna bust into my stall or something. I didn't say anything. And then he proceeds to yell at me. Through the stall, underneath the stall. He's like, you gotta stop selling weed at school. What the fuck do you think you're doing? That shit smells so strong. I'm gonna go tell the principal right now. And like, I'm finishing up at this point, but I'm freaking the fuck out because there's like 3 other people in the bathroom. They're all hearing this, and now I have to leave the stall. Everybody looks at me. I open the stall, burst out of the stall basically, Captain Price breach style. Everybody in the bathroom is staring at this stall, but I just walk out. I don't even look. I'm just like, oh fuck it. I don't even know. I'm not here, dude. I just act like I'm not even there. I'm in a different reality in my mind. I think this is it. It's over. Like, it's over. I know people who have gotten caught selling weed at school. They're on probation for years. This is it. I'm thinking I'm fucked because all the security guards chill around the bus area when all the kids are lining up. And I'm thinking this dude's going to go tell the vice principal, like he said. They're going to, walkie-talkie over to the, hey, what are you doing? The security guard, and I'm fucked. I remember speed walking like speed walking was an Olympic sport over to my friend. I wish I could describe to you how sketchy I used to look when I used to do these kind of activities. I remember being so scared to give this guy the gram. I like quickly gave it to my friend who I would give bagged up weed to sell for me as well. I quickly gave it to him. He's like, dude, just give it to him. I got a dip. I went across the street, sitting there smoking a cigarette, freaking the fuck out. I was bugging out. Listen, I felt confident as fuck. Going to school every day, lapping, lunch 1, 2, and 3, selling weed, got the cushion orange juice, Taylor Alderdice, and my iPod Touch. And it got to a point where I felt fucking invincible. And just when you think the story couldn't get scumbag xCodeh enough, I'll always remember this, dude. I don't know why I remember this from this day, but I'm sitting there, I'm smoking a cigarette over across the street, and I get a text on my nice, Sprint Rumor slide phone. I remember getting a text from my friend that I sketchily handed this gram over to, and he said that he brought it to this everyday customer, the homie, and he said he gave it to him for $40 and said it was 2 grams, and the kid was like, oh my god, thanks so much, dude. And I was like, bruh, you can't be doing that to the everyday. What the fuck? And he noticed. You think we got away with it? Fuck no. Alright, he's not stupid. He used to get weed every day. How the fuck wouldn't he noticed? Grade A jabroni move by my friend. Now, I don't know if the person under the stall was a teacher or a senior, but I think they actually ended up telling somebody. Because that day on, the security guards would always be on my shit. They'd always be fucking asking me what I'm doing, where am I going, did I just get there? To be fair, I was doing quite a lot of other stuff to get in trouble. I was getting suspended left and right. So many fucking stories. Crazy times in this period of my life. I need to say it again in this. I need to say it. Do not sell weed. Don't even bring weed or anything to do with weed to school. It is fucking stupid, dude. Truly. Absolutely stupid. Shit is not the same as it was. Listen, it was almost fucking 10 years ago. Alright? Shit has changed. Tons of cameras. There was cameras when I was there, but I'm sure they got even double the cameras now. You don't want to get arrested. It is not a good time. So I guess this video is kind of more than a story, huh? I guess this is kind of like an answer to the question of how I would always get weed when I was in high school. That's always been one of the #1 questions that people ask me over the years on my video comments. And it's always been difficult to answer because, #1, I don't want people to go out and repeat my actions because I know people tend to do stuff after seeing a YouTuber do it, and that's stupid. You should never do that with anything. Alright, don't repeat any of the stupid stuff I've done. You'll literally get arrested. And also, I didn't really want to ever tell stories about selling weed because I was worried that the fucking cops would be all over me thinking I'm some fucking kingpin drug dealer or something. But now that a bunch of time has gone by, I feel like I'm in the clear. Alright, so I definitely have a couple stories rolled up my sleeve, as the magicians would say. David Blaine of storytelling out here. Dude, this video is all over the place, alright? It's definitely one of the most unstructured videos I've ever made. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you did. Thank you to everybody supporting me on Patreon. For $1 or $2 a month, you can support the channel and get access to the secret, unlisted videos that I've been making over on Patreon. Link in the description for more information. That's a lot of people, man. I want to say a huge thanks once again. Helps me out a ton. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe for more with the notifications on. Follow my cat on Instagram. It's in the description. Check out the merch. xCodeh.com/shop. Stay high, stay lifted, and stay snazzy. Peace.